The High Command of the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force has denied that there is a link between a recent person of interest bulletin and the ongoing Renato Venturi homicide investigation. The restaurateur was brutally slain and his wife left in critical condition at hospital following an attack at their Morn Fortune residence on Saturday, October 10, 2020. Initial reports indicated that the alleged perpetrator was known to the victims. Top Cop Severin Moncheri, at a media briefing on Tuesday, sought to put the bulletin into proper context.
In terms of Venturi's case, there has been no arrest in this matter. I also want to clear the air on something. Some of the media houses did link some information that went out to the police to that case. There is no correlation between that case and the person of interest that the police gave information on. So I want to make that distinction. As it stands now, up to this point, there is no correlation between the Venturi death and the person of interest that the police had out there.
The media also quizzed the police department on a number of other high-profile cases which appear to be in a state of abeyance. The public has been clamoring for word of progress into the murder of 42-year-old Kimberly de Leon and the alleged police shooting death of 17-year-old high school student Arnold Joseph. Deputy Police Commissioner Milton Daisy explains the probe into the latter has been held up by firearms analysis, stating that a partner country with the capacity to test the exhibits has been identified. Joseph lost his life during the police pursuit on May 22, 2019.
The firearm was said to have been retrieved someplace other than a scene, the immediate scene. Then we had officers carrying firearms, so all firearms has to be tested to arrive at a definite conclusion. So this is what we may feel that it is taking time, but if we were to go ahead and then just charge any person, individual, sure, you might get persons being acquitted. So it is always wise for police to collect whatever evidence that is needed before you lay any charge.
We understand that because you are on the other side, it may look like a long time. However, if you do not have the resources available to deal with these matters, you have to depend on other countries. I can say to you that one of the countries that have given us a lot of help in the past was the Bahamas. However, due to circumstances and COVID, they've not been able, and you've also had changes in administration in terms of the force. We've not been able to get that assistance from them. So we have to go to other countries. These other countries, they have their own challenges. So they are not going to give any priority to your exhibits. So we are trying our best. We are doing everything within our power.
The examination of evidence is also a factor in the death of Kimberly de Leon, who was shot dead at a Morn Fortune home almost 2 years ago on October 29, 2018.
With reference to the Kimberly de Leon case, as reported, like the Arnold Joseph's case, this is a matter that we are pursuing. We are liaising with the DPP's office for advice. We have some testings to be done, to be carried out, and that too, we may get a result as soon as those things are done. With reference to any other things, so that is what we are waiting. We are waiting to determine whether we have any suspect in the matter.
Moreover, Commissioner Moncheri sought to clarify what he views as a media commentator's perceived misconceptions of initial analysis conducted in the early stages of the de Leon homicide investigation and the need for subsequent examinations.
I want to clear the air on that to say that the initial analysis that was done, it returned, everything was passed on to the DPP. The DPP has since given advice, and based on his advice, we found a need for additional analysis to be done, and this is what is happening now.
Mother of two, Kimberly de Leon, was murdered at her Montfortune residence on the night of October 29, 2018. A post-mortem examination concluded that she died from a single gunshot wound to the head. To date, no one has been charged in connection with Kimberly de Leon's death. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.